Hey, what's up? It's Charles again with an entry for the 26th of April, 2014. It was a Saturday. Basically, I'm going to talk about something that I've noticed it's a commonplace thing throughout retail. Um, Basically, when you work full time at retail, or at least at Walgreens, I'm not sure about, the shifts at other places really, but when you work at Walgreens or another, I'm guessing similar company to it. What you do is you get probably about 2 days off. Well, that's what I get. I work around 38 to 40 hours, probably maybe a little bit less now since I've been sick and I'm still trying to get back into it. But I mean, most of the people that work full time work about 36 to 40 hours, and it's the schedule varies, but basically it's 5 days of work, 2 days off. Um, for a lot of people, those days, especially in the supervisor and the managerial positions, those days aren't steady. It's not a, every Tuesday I have off or every fucking Saturday I have off. It's just two random days a week. I mean, some stores, probably most other stores, maybe they do have, steady days off, but unfortunately, it's pretty much, when they need you, you got to work. When they can spare you, you get that day off. You know what I'm saying? It's not like fucking a lot of the people at where I work at, they get kind of a little bit pissy because they're like, oh, I wanted this day off and fucking I don't want to work Saturday mornings anymore. I fucking all of a sudden they'll try and change their schedule and then they get heated when there's a little bit of resistance. And the thing that they don't realize is that unfortunately the manager can't really care. Like the person that makes the schedule can't really like give much of a shit about people's like individual preferences. I mean, obviously he tries to take it into account. Like I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck. I'll work any day. Fucking just make sure I know about it before fucking you change the schedule or anything like that. And so, I mean, I think that's pretty easy. But I mean, obviously, I'm not working mornings right now. I'm only working, night shifts. So even I have problems with my schedule. Well, even I'm problematic when he has to make my schedule. But the thing is that people don't realize that when they try and like last minute change their schedule and they call out and stuff, the store still has to be open. So if I all of a sudden want to fucking take like a mini road trip or something, then he can't just be like, sorry, bro, it's like we're closed. Fucking Charles called out, and now we don't have enough people to fucking run the night shift. It's just like no. Then they still have to stay open. He can't fucking close the place. I mean, he can, but he's gonna get fucking fired for it probably. But I mean, so every time somebody like complains about fucking not wanting to work Saturday mornings, it's like if you don't want to work Saturday mornings, that means I gotta try my best to find somebody that does want to work Saturday mornings. So I can't just all of a sudden fucking change your schedule 1 week to the next. Maybe if you give them a lot of advance or something like that. I mean, sometimes the store manager, even if you give him advance, he's very hesitant to fucking, make changes. Because a lot of people, nobody wants to work fucking Saturday mornings. Everybody wants to fucking go out Friday night and they don't want to have to wake up at the crack for, for work on Saturday. Same thing with Sunday mornings. Um, some stores, a lot of people want to work mornings, nobody wants to work nights. Some stores, everyone wants to work nights, nobody wants to work mornings. Um, hopefully, good stores, they get a good mix. Some people prefer mornings, some people prefer nights. I obviously prefer nights, especially now, because waking up early is an absolute bitch to me. Like, it's just my schedule is so topsy turvy now, and just eating and everything like that, that no matter how much I sleep, if I try and get up early, it hurts me. Like there's just something about like the day and my schedule that fucking Even if I try and go to sleep at like 8 p.m. and I try and like change my schedule, it fucking, if I have to get up in the morning, it really, really hurts me. Like I need like 2 days to recover afterwards. Um, like even if I wake up at like, 11, 10, 11 a.m., just for some reason, it's just, it's very painful for me. I feel, I feel more aches and pains, I don't feel as energetic, you know, I fucking, I feel like shit basically, I feel excessively tired, for the next 2 days, I'm excessively tired, for no matter how much I sleep, even if I fucking come home, work that shift, and then go right to sleep, I'll still wake up, I'll probably fucking sleep through the night and then, or pretty close to it, maybe get up for like 2, 3 hours in the middle of the night and then go back to sleep. And I'll sleep that much, but then the next day I'll still be tired. And it's just like, for some reason, waking up early just beats the shit out of me. So that's why right now I prefer nights. I mean, nights, they fit my schedule better because I prefer nights better. Um, I mean, if I have to, go to the doctors or anything, doctors usually work the earlier hours, so I can schedule a doctor's appointment at 11, and so I don't have to wake up with the crack. I can still wake up, maybe 9, 10 a.m. and I can go to the doctor, and then I don't have to be worried about being late for work. So I mean, the whole thing kind of works out for me a little bit, or it works for me. Um, but yeah, like I said, you know, the store, no matter what, the store has to be open. So when people call out, or when people repeatedly call out, or people fucking try and take a last minute vacation, they, and then they get pissy for it. I'm just like, look, people, like fucking, if I were trying to run that bitch too, I'd be pissy if you tried to fucking, take a last minute vacation if you called out, because he obviously scheduled you to do something, whether it's to fill a slot, ring on a register at that specific time, or to do a project, or just to be an extra helper so that he can just throw things at you throughout the shift, like fucking do this, do that, or fucking, somebody hasn't done that in a while. It's just, you're there for a reason. And so when you call out, if you're there to fill a role, to ring on a register, and you call out, that means that somebody else has to fill that role, maybe the extra person for that day. Or if worst case scenario, it means that that role is just not being filled. So if a cosmetician calls out, then maybe fucking, there's no cosmetician. There's no cosmetician. Or if the person at the front register calls out, then maybe the cosmetician has to go to the front register, and then fucking there's no cosmetician, and then the cosmetician's unhappy because now they're at the front register and they don't get to do the shit that they normally do, which is the stuff that usually they want to do. Um, so I mean, it's just fucking, scheduling is hard. I mean, I don't envy the person that makes a schedule. I mean, everybody and their mother says that they could do it better, and maybe a lot of them can. Maybe fucking, some people be good, but fucking, if I ever made the schedule and I was like, look, I'll do my best to give you the hours you want, and we'll talk about it if you want, fucking, but the minute you start calling out on me, or the minute you start fucking playing games with me, I'm just gonna fucking throw you on the board whenever the hell I want. I mean, fucking, it's one thing if you get like, if you legitimately, you get in an accident or you're sick or something like that, even with the flu or something, or fucking food poisoning, it's one thing. But, I've worked with people who, fucking the grandfather dies 3 times, or fucking, the wife is in a car accident, but then the wife is walking around the street like fucking, she comes in, or she goes into work the next day, and when he calls out, or fucking something, or like something like that, or it's just fucking, it's just stupid, or fucking, they call out, they say that, they're really sick, and then word gets around that they went fucking, to like an amusement park the next day, or they went to the Red Sox game or something like that, or a concert. I mean, just shit like that. Um, I mean, obviously, like I said, you have to, most managers, most nice managers will do their best to, fit your schedule. Fucking when I was going to college, I was like, look, fucking college comes first for me. I'm going to college on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so even if you schedule me, I'm not fucking coming in. And then he understood. He was like, all right, dude, fucking, I'm not going to put you on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And he didn't put me on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, sometimes he attempted to, but fucking, I was like, just like, look, you got me. Like, I'd tell him as soon as I saw that shit, I would be like, look, dude, you got me on a Tuesday. I'm not coming in for it. And then he'd just get the picture. Fucking, I mean, it was just, I think I just told him straight up, I didn't play any games, I didn't last minute try and change the schedule, I didn't last minute try and request the day off for some random thing. It was just like, look, dude, I've been going to college for a while. Fucking, these are the days I go. You know, you've known about it. I'm not trying to slip anything by, but I got school and I'm not showing up. And then fucking, that was the end of it. I didn't get in trouble for it. I didn't fucking, I didn't get, any anger or resentment shown towards me. It was just fucking understood. Um, but yeah, I mean, fucking retail, the worst thing you can do in retail, probably, no, there are very few bad things you can do in retail that gets you, that gets you in a shitload of trouble. And obviously there's fucking theft. You don't steal shit. I mean, you don't steal shit in any job. But in retail, there are legit people looking, like there are people hired to find store thieves. So fucking, they're constantly trying to catch employee theft. They're legit people. There's like a legit department, a major department trying to catch people stealing shit. So that's obviously a big no-no. But then there's also just not showing up or calling out repeatedly. I mean, I can't remember who said it, but it was like half of life is just showing up. And that's the truth. I mean, fucking, even if you're pretty bad at retail, as long as you come in and you put forth the effort, then you're golden. You're gonna get better as long as you put forth the effort and you're not lazy. So people understand that. People understand that, fucking, maybe you're older or you're not as, burly as some of the other people, or fucking maybe you're slower or something like that. People understand that. They'll work towards your strength. Maybe your back is hurting, you can't lift much, so you'll do light work. Maybe you'll organize something instead of doing, taking in or unloading a truck. Or maybe fucking you don't speak good English, so maybe you'll do a lot of fucking downstairs work and, that kind of stuff. Or maybe you'll work overnight crew or something like that. So, I mean, people understand that shit, You just have to fucking show up. And that's why fucking one of the big things is not showing up. I mean, there have been times where fucking, like I've had employees that have, I've had to work with, and I'm trying to manage the front. I mean, I'm not a fucking store manager or anything, but there are shifts that I cover. So I'm trying to manage the front, and then somebody, oh, I'm sick, I need to go home. Oh, fucking, oh, fucking, my mother's not feeling well. Oh, and it's okay if it's like one or two times, but there are people once you're like, okay, dude, fucking, this is the first time, if your mother's sick, go home. Like, fucking, if my mother was sick, I'd want to be there too. Or fucking, if felt like I was going to throw up, I'd want to leave too. But then there are people that just fucking repeatedly, oh, once you let them do it once, the next thing you know, they're feeling sick every other week or something like that. And so it's just like fucking, you just have to show up. I mean, that's all you gotta, it's pretty much all you gotta do in retail is show up and not steal shit. And then you're fucking good. But yeah, I mean, back to the topic at hand. The topic at hand is fucking, pretty much we're talking about time off. So in retail, like I said, you don't get the same fucking days, you don't get the days off like that. But, when I went into that whole rant about fucking, showing up, you also don't get many days off. So fucking, if you want to cut down your work hours, it's a big deal. Especially in terms of management, but if your store has an excess of managers, it's one thing. But a lot of stores, especially these days, where managers, they're trying to, pay as little as possible to get fucking as much as possible. So, if a manager at my store wants to cut down his hours, then fucking maybe they'll demote him or something like that. Or they'll bring in somebody else and then fucking he'll, permanently get less hours. Or she'll permanently get less hours. Unfortunately they don't play games, and fucking if you try and play games, they're gonna fucking make it so that you can't play games for them anymore. Whether or not that's by fucking maybe cutting you out entirely. They won't fire you, but they'll make it difficult for you to want to work there and make like a good wage. Whether or not that's by fucking giving you like 1 day a week, maybe cutting you back enough hours so that you really start to feel it and think about it, or something like that, or making you do some kind of shitty job. It's all fucking, it's not illegal, but it's not really like fucking, it's not firing somebody, but it's putting pressure on them to fucking shape up or get the hell out. But yeah, I mean, what I've noticed for retail and retail people, and actually a lot of people in the service industry and shit like that, whereas, people with office jobs and shit like that, they're fucking, like Loverboy said in that 80s song, they're working for the weekend. Because they want that weekend, because then they can go out and they can fucking party, and then they can fucking have fun. They're just waiting to get out of that office and fucking just go, just live it up, fucking stay out late and do all that shit. Whereas fucking people in retail are waiting for those days off because they're fucking tired. They're fucking exhausted. Retail might be fucking, it might not be, brain surgery, but it is fucking stressful on the body. I mean, it's not even just retail. I mean, I'm sure people that work in fucking kitchens, they work in restaurants, fucking they work in diners, just people associated with the customer service industry, that shit gets fucking tiring. I mean, well, those of us fucking in the stores, I'm sure fucking we got some honchos in the big offices that got some comfy chairs, that might fucking peruse the computer, or, spend most of the time on the phone, or, fucking shit like that. Whereas, maybe that's not as tiring. But those fucking in the store or in front of the customers directly, that shit can get pretty fucking tiring. So my days off aren't really, my days off aren't, I'm gonna go party, fucking on my day off. I'm gonna go fucking, I'm gonna go fucking outside and I'm gonna go fucking cruising for chicks or something like that. Nah, dude, that's not, those aren't my days off. Fucking fucking prior to Wilson's disease, my days off were fucking going to sleep, and just like sleeping all day, maybe barely leaving the apartment, maybe to get a pizza or something like that, if at all. There were times where fucking for whatever reason, I'd have like 3 days in a row. It would like fucking the planets would align, like Jesus Christ would bestow like a little fucking miracle on me, and fucking Zeus would fucking, bless me with his lightning or something like that. Or, I don't know, but fucking shit would align and I would have 3 days off in a row. And sometimes I just I wouldn't leave my house, or I wouldn't leave my apartment, and fucking I wouldn't put on pants even. I'd fucking shower because, if I don't take a shower every day, it bugs me. But, yeah, I'd shower, I'd put on clean underpants and a shirt and a t-shirt, and I'd just fucking putz around the apartment. And fucking I'd have the time of my life, but I just fucking wouldn't leave it. I mean, and that's pretty much what I was doing, I was just fucking sleeping, I was relaxing, because you're bone tired. I mean, even if you're on a register, I mean, you're still standing for 8 hours straight, or however long your shift is, 7, 8 hours. So I mean, your legs are tired, your fucking back is tired. You're using your arms and your hands, and it might not be solid straight like fucking lifting, but and moving around, but you're still it's still physical work. And if you're not on the register, then you're probably hustling, maybe stocking shelves, cleaning things, organizing, moving shit around, lifting shit, taking in trucks, whatever. But that's physical work. So fucking when you say retail to somebody, they picture working on a register. Well, when you say retail to somebody that hasn't worked in retail, that's what they picture. But when you say retail to somebody that is currently or has recently worked in retail, or has worked in retail for a large portion of their life, they understand that it's a lot more than that shit. Especially fucking, like, obviously there are people that work in Best Buy who, chat up the customers and talk to fucking, the customers about, which, phone is good. But then there are people that fucking unload the trucks, and there are people that fucking stock the shelves and throw the boxes and fucking shit like that. And those are the people that I get along with the best, and those are the people that I have the most empathy for. Because I mean, I am one of those people. I'm not a salesman. As much as I'd like to have that charm and that charisma, I don't have it. I don't have that energy towards fucking people and, chatting and fucking, interpersonal relationships. Um, I'm a beast, or at least I used to be a beast when fucking throwing boxes and, taking in trucks and shit like that. I mean, I'm trying to get back to where I was and be that beast. I mean, that's a big focal point of my recovery for me. But yeah, I mean, I'm efficient at my job, but I'm not the most social and personal. And I think that kind of hurts me at times, but it also kind of, helps me at times. People want a happy medium, and I think I'm skewed too far to the antisocial side. I just have to work at being a little bit more social, and then I think fucking, I'll be the ideal, or I'll be closer to the ideal, shift supervisor, and then maybe I'll get promoted. Um, but yeah, I mean, like I was saying, fucking retail workers, like I was saying, prior to getting Wilson's, I was fucking my days off. I was just straight relaxing. Now my days off, I do my best to relax, but I also have fucking other shit I have to do. Like sometimes it's a visit to the doctor. Sometimes it's a grocery shopping excursion. Sometimes it's fucking I'm calling up insurance, checking on a prescription, something like that. I have a lot more errands to do now that I have Wilson's disease. Before Wilson's, if I didn't have any groceries, I'd just like, fuck it, dude. I'll fucking, get a pizza, for 3 nights out of the week or some shit like that. Or fucking, I'll just, roll into 7-Eleven and get some fucking white bread and, some shit like that. Or fucking, because back then it was just about filling my stomach with anything. Fucking, I wasn't hitting up Mickey D's or shit like that. But, I'd roll into Shaw's and I'd get 2 chickens or something. Or I'd get a big frozen lasagna and then I'd be good for, 3 or 4 days. I just fucking pick at that shit. Um, Nowadays, fucking food has to be planned out so much more thoroughly that, my grocery trips they're a lot more expensive. But then again, I'm eating out like maybe once a week max. Sometimes not any times a week, like 0 times a week. So I mean, fucking, I'm spending a lot more at the grocery store. But like I said, I'm not eating out as much. So I mean, it's probably in the long run, it's probably cheaper for me too. But then again, it's not like I was fucking going full hog. Like I wasn't hitting up, ritzy restaurants. I was hitting up buffets and fucking, the pizza store, or the sub shop. So fucking, $6 for a sandwich, or fucking, $10 for a pizza that lasts, you know, a meal and a half, 2 meals. So I mean, I wonder how it all evens out in the end, like how much I was spending versus how much I'm spending now. Maybe I'm spending a little bit more now even because fucking, I mean, I wasn't, you know, I was eating some cheaper sandwiches because I could fucking eat anything. You know, my stomach was iron. Um, but yeah, I mean, basically, it's just when you work retail, days off are used to fucking recuperate, you know, to fucking recover. You know, sometimes I'd have 2 days off in a row, and that first day was shot with just fucking sleeping. You know, you just legit, you get home from work, you putz around for a little while, and you'd sleep, and then you'd fucking sleep 8, 9, or I would sleep fucking 11 hours, and then I'd wake up, and I'd still fucking just like, yeah, I'm not fucking going anywhere today. And, you know, I'd watch a couple movies, surf the internet for a while, and then I'd just fucking, you know, maybe go out and take a nap, and then fucking maybe get up, you know, get some stuff to eat, you know, shit like that. And then fucking, you know, do some stuff in the apartment or the house, and then fucking go back to sleep. And that was my first day off. And then the second day off, maybe I'd fucking attempt a trip to the mall if I was feeling ambitious, or maybe fucking, you know, I'd do any errands that I'd have to do. But I mean, days it wasn't. It's not like fucking, you know, Black Friday where the door opens and I'm fucking sprinting out of there just to fucking go to a party or something like that. Nah, dude, fucking that door opens and I'm fucking sloughing my way out, just fucking just trying to make it home before I fall asleep. Fucking, there have been times where I've come home from work beat and I'm fucking trying to drop a deuce and I'm just fucking almost falling asleep on the toilet. And it's just fucking, it's just because you're fucking bone tired. And there's that fucking, there's, you know, at retail, you don't use your brain as much as if you had maybe an office job or fucking you were some kind of professional. But you use your body and you use your physicality and you use, you know, a lot more physicalness than if you had that, you know, other job. So, I mean, you do work harder, if not smarter. I mean, I'm not going to say that fucking, you know, retail workers are, you know, they don't use their minds as much as office workers. I mean, that's a stereotype. I mean, there have been situations where I have to fucking think outside of the box like a motherfucker just to get something to work. Or where I have to fucking really like dive into a problem just to figure it out. I mean, I'm not saying that that doesn't happen in office workers, but fucking, you know, I've known some office workers that just, you know, fucking they sit in their office and they punch in numbers all day from a sheet, from a fucking book or something like that. Or they fucking bang out some emails that are fucking common sense anyways. So, I mean, it really depends. But fucking what I'm getting down to, though, is that fucking retail workers, they do work hard. And they're fucking, you know, their 2 days off are for, are for recovery. So, you know, a lot of family members are just fucking, you know, they're heated. You know, it's fucking, why doesn't Susie Walgreens want to fucking hang out, you know, on her day off? And it's just like, probably because Susie Walgreens just wants to fucking sleep. You know, that's what Charles Walgreens wants to do. His days off, if he doesn't have anything to do, he just wants to fucking kick it in his apartment and sleep. You know, that's all I want to do. And fucking that's my little rant about the days off. I mean, I know I fucking ran into the schedule of shit and stuff like that, but fucking, you know, don't be too hard on people that, you know, work, you know, hard jobs. I mean, I'm sure construction workers and people that work really, really physical jobs, like any day off that they have, all they want to do is fucking, you know, sit down and just fucking, you know, eat and get fat. You know, I mean, retail is obviously not the, you know, the most physical job in the world. You know, some of those construction workers are fucking, you know, there are some who, you know, like I've legit like walked by construction sites and you see fucking somebody just knocked out and fucking just like asleep in like a bulldozer or something and in like the middle of the day, and you're just like fucking that dude's just trying to coast. And then there are obviously sometimes, But then again, you know, maybe that dude fucking, maybe he's working a double and this is his lunch break and he's just trying to grab a few quick winks or whatever they fucking call it. I mean, I'm guessing that there are fucking lazy, you know, lazy construction workers, but then obviously there are hardworking construction workers, and those cats are probably fucking, you know, maybe twice as tired as I am when they get home. You know, maybe they legit do fall asleep on the fucking throne. And so, I mean, just people need to have sympathy, you know, for the lives of other people. I mean, yes, there's fucking empathy, but you know, don't look at you know, hard physical jobs so stereotypically is dumb work. You know, dumb easy work. You know, people think banging a register is, you know, the easiest thing in the world, or you know, working on an assembly line counter at McDonald's is just the easiest thing. I mean, it's fucking, yeah, maybe, you know, you don't have to go to school for it or some shit like that, but you know, it's hard physical work. You know, McDonald's is just fucking, it's excessive amounts of pressure, you know, fucking, you wouldn't believe how many times you throw together a sandwich and then fucking you know, some lady just gets pissy and moany, or, you know, moans and groans about fucking, you know, the fact that, you know, maybe there's 3 pickles instead of 4 pickles, or maybe she doesn't like that the pickles are grouped too close together, something like that. So, I mean, just have sympathy that that fucking retail workers are fucking working hard. Like I said, maybe not in the fucking, maybe not using their minds as much as they'd wish, or as much as they should be, you know, in work. I mean, I wish I could use mine more. I wish there was, you know, I wish there were fucking, you know, there were moments where I could, you know, sit in the office and just say, how am I going to encounter this problem? You know, how am I going to do this? Rather than fucking, you know, coming upon a problem and fucking it has to be solved, you know, like that, with somebody waiting on me and somebody fucking giving me the evil eye because they can't fucking return something that has like fucking no barcode and I've never seen in my life. You know, whenever I think of retail, I think of the soup Nazi, you know, on the soup Nazi on Seinfeld. I'm not sure if anybody's seen that episode, or if everybody's seen that episode, but basically it's about the soup Nazi who was very, very strict in his soup store, and so you'd fucking, you know, Jerry would buy some soup and he would fucking put the money on the counter. He would step aside. He would say what kind of soup he wanted. Then he would step aside and then he would fucking get his soup. And fucking people that put the money on the counter, or they fucking did something weird, the soup Nazi would just like, get out! And then fucking he'd refuse to give them soup. And you know, that's the way I think of retail. I mean, that's the way I think of the ideal retail situation. Because fucking, I would love people to just fucking walk up, put their items on the counter, I ring it out or whatever, and then fucking I, you know, bag it and then I send them, or they give their money and then I send them on their way. But no, it's less and less like that, like every year. Now it's fucking, you know, put the items on the counter. I couldn't find this. Where is this? It's over there. All right, let me go check. Fucking hold on, I got a big line. No, I'll be real quick. And then fucking, you know, 5-10 minutes later, they come fucking moseying up with like an armload of other shit that they didn't even fucking. And you know, they said that they'd be right back. And so fucking, whenever somebody says, you know, I'll be right back, and I got a big line, I just automatically fucking void this shit out and I move on to the next person. I don't play that fucking, I'm just going to my car for my debit card. I'm fucking, you know, I just got to grab a fucking Pepsi real quick, because the next thing you know, they're in another state looking at fucking, like, you know, antique furniture over there. And you're just like, yo, bro, I thought you'd be right back. And then they just look at you like fucking, you know, what do you want my case for? I'm the customer. Fucking, you got to do whatever the hell I say. And fucking, no matter how much you want to fucking smack the shit out of them, you just got to be like, oh yeah, fucking whatever. You know, so fucking, I don't play those games anymore. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, so like I said, they're just, customers play games now, fucking games. You know, fucking repeated returns, You know, fucking trying to make money off of the company. You know, fucking when you buy something, sometimes there's a free rebate on it. You know, fucking or something like a free coupon prints out afterwards. So if you buy like an $8 item, it's called free after register rewards. So if you buy, an $8 item, it prints out an $8 coupon. So it's kind of like you're getting that item for free, because you pay the $8 for it, but you get a coupon for $8 that you can use the next time you buy some stuff. So it's called free after register rewards. But what fucking some people do is they buy the item for, $8. They get the fucking coupon for $8. They fucking spend the coupon for $8, and then they try and come back with the original item and say, "Oh yeah, I didn't like this. Fucking, I want my original $8 back." And then they hope to do it. They hope to sneak it by so that people don't realize that there was the fucking register rewards attached to it. I mean, it's one thing. Fucking, some people are intelligent and they space it out long enough. But I've legit had people try and do it fucking within 10 minutes. And you just gotta be like, fucking, give me back the coupon then, bro. Like, fucking. The worst I ever saw was one person who, like, fucking bought a deodorant, got the coupon, then fucking, went to an aisle and then came back and then returned the deodorant and then fucking tried to walk out with the coupon. And the manager had to be like, yo, give me the coupon. And then fucking, oh. I didn't know I had to give it back, and then fucking got it back. I mean, it's fucking, it's the games, fucking people, oh, I bought this last week, fucking, I can't find the receipt, and then fucking, the makeup in the bottle it's petrified, it's so fucking old. Or, fucking, oh, I bought this here last week, you look at it, fucking, it's not in the computer system, it's not even listed as fucking discontinued in the computer system because we haven't sold it for over fucking 2 years. And it's just fucking games, dude. Fucking people just do whatever they can to just fucking, fucking, this doesn't taste right. Fucking 3/4 of it's gone, fucking, I didn't like this lotion. The scent wasn't good, fucking, oh, that's why I used 98% of it, and there's like fucking 2 squirts left in the bottle. And it's just fucking, it's just fucking games, dude. And unfortunately, the company just takes it because the company realizes that fucking while most people play the games, a lot of people do just buy it, and they're all about fucking, the bottom line. So, I mean, we get trampled on, and fucking we get, we look like fucking idiots and we get humiliated because fucking people just, pillage us for returns and everything like that. But fucking, as long as that bottom line goes, they don't fucking care. That's why fucking, I just try and do my shit honestly, but fucking, I'm not gonna take a bullet for the company. And I mean, I hope they don't expect me to ever take a bullet. I mean, I'll put forth my, 100%, I'll work hard. But, I'm not going to fucking, argue with somebody over returns and shit because I know as soon as they call up the company, they're going to say, fucking Charles didn't take my return, and then they're going to fucking get mad at me for not taking the return. Or, if I catch him stealing or something, I'm going to be like, don't ever come back here again. They're going to call up the company's going to be like, yeah, I want him back in. So fucking, it's all about, unfortunately, it's all about getting paid now for me, fucking, I'll do what's right. I'll try and protect, my employees. Fucking, if any one of them, if any customer tries to fucking, humiliate them or push them around, I'll do my best to step in and stick up for them and shit. But fucking, as for, sticking up for the company or, I mean, they're good people in the company. The store manager is a nice guy. If somebody makes fun of him or if somebody says something bad about him, fucking, I'll do my best. But if somebody fucking speaks out bad about Walgreens in general, I'll just like fucking, nothing I can do about that. Fucking Charlie Walgreens has no idea who I am. I can fucking, do anything about that. So, I mean, unfortunately, there's only so much I can do. But I mean, that doesn't stop fucking idiot customers from yelling at you like you and Charlie Walgreens are fucking buddies. And you're determining what we get in the store and what the prices are and what goes on sale. It's like, look, dude, fucking, I'm over here in one store out of thousands in the country. I'm fucking making, you know, a little bit better than minimum wage over here. Fucking, I am dead tired. And you really think that I have fucking any say in the company? It's just like, how fucking stupid are you? But no, no, you gotta fucking, oh yeah, these prices are getting higher. Yeah, I'm sorry, fucking, we as a company don't carry that product. Yeah, fucking, I'm sorry, you know, fucking, the warehouse was closed today. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, fucking, you know, the pharmacy. I'm sorry, it's company policy that the pharmacy doesn't fucking open up 24 hours at the store. You know, fucking, I have no fucking say in that shit. You know, I mean, all you can do is fucking, you know, just fucking bear it and apologize for it. You know, I've fucking gotten so good at apologizing that now, you know, it doesn't mean anything to me. Because people legit fucking look at me like I'm the head of the company, you know. I've gotten, you know, cursed out because fucking the pharmacy closes early, and I'm like, look, bitch, fucking, you think I have any say over when the pharmacy closes? Not even the pharmacists have say over when the pharmacy closes. And they fucking make 4 times as much money as I do. If that doesn't say anything, if that doesn't tell you like anything, then I don't know what the fuck you expect. Like, I mean, not to mention the fact that fucking, you know, there are regulars who come in and they're shocked every time the pharmacy is closed. Shocked. It's like fucking the pharmacy hours haven't changed for 5 years. It's written all over the fucking store. What more can we do? Like, unless every person that walks out the door, I can just be like, yo, pharmacy closes at 7. Yo, pharmacy closes at 7. 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 It's like, what fucking more can I do to get you to fucking realize that the pharmacy closes at 7? It's like, I have no idea. But anyways, yeah, I mean, this is, again, just turning into a fucking rant about the idiocy of customers. But yeah, I mean, fucking, be nice to retail workers. All they want to do fucking is sleep, dude. If you're a family member, don't hate. Just let them fucking sleep, you know. If you're cool, hang out with them when they're fucking just lounging around their apartment. You know, don't put excess pressure on them. That's pretty much it. You know, fucking there on their days off, they're not gonna want to fucking get up and go and hit the clubs. You know, maybe the younger ones will, but the older ones just want to fucking sleep. Fucking those that work full time, especially. I mean, some people were working more than full time. You know, there was a time I was working fucking 45, 50 hours a week, and I'm talking hard, like, you know, multiple trucks taking in, you know, fucking vendors throwing boxes, fucking full case. So that shit was fucking. I mean, I'm happy that I did it because now I'm, you know, good at my job. I'm physically, you know, even I got nailed with Wilson's and I'm fucking bouncing back. And fucking, I'm probably still, you know, physically better than, you know, a lot of people my age and even younger. Fucking just straight healthy dudes. Even physically fit, straight healthy dudes. I'm probably, you know, more physically active and, you know, fucking in better shape. It's not to say that I'm in great shape, you know, fucking, I got a little punch going. So, I mean, that I think is partially due to the fact that, you know, I I was used to working hard. I've always been fucking pretty good at working hard, you know, so I don't know, but just fucking, you know, let us take it easy. I mean, we'd love to fucking, you know, go out and party, but fucking, you know, your body can only do so much. I mean, you gotta, if your body is fucking exhausted, you know, your body's fucking exhausted. I mean, unfortunately, some people push it, and you know, fucking, it's kind of like having HIV in a way. Not obviously not fucking that bad, but you know, when you push yourself too hard, your immune system just fucking weakens. You know, you feel like shit. You know, I can usually tell when I push myself way too hard. Well, prior to Wilson's, because fucking I would get like the sniffles, and they just fucking come out of nowhere. and it would be like a very, very small cold. Like I'd start getting sick, and I just like fucking, I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm using too much energy. I'm not eating enough. I get the sniffles from nowhere. Um, Now, obviously, I get sick a lot easier because I'm fucking, my immune system is still weak from recovery. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, if you fucking work in retail, more power to you. Anyways, thanks for listening.